Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to another episode. Today, it's a pretty exciting day. We are taking the Vee engine to the engine builder. His name's Mitchell, highly recommended from a lot of the Formula V racers. We are in the RHO. I'm used to the TRX, but I've got the RHO now, so 160 less horsepower. But it's nice, man. It drives as nice as the TRX. It's a lot cheaper than a new TRX is. Those things have gotten way out of control. And it's got some nice updated features, like the updated dash. You've got massaging seats, which is nice. It's got the active hands-free driving, which is really cool. So, you know, little trade-off from technology to the lack of power in the two cylinders. Yeah. You can laugh about the RHO standing for remove Hemi option, or I forget what the other ones are. There's some pretty funny ones out there, but I love this thing, man. It's super comfy. It does everything I need it to do, and the TRX with the Hemi is actually not available right now. There's some leftover 24s, I think, but hopefully it'll come back. We'll see. But man, from when I got my first TRX, the 21, the price jumped up like $35,000. As you guys know, everything just ridiculously expensive. So I'm pretty happy with this thing, and got a great deal from my buddy over at the Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. So shout out to Robbie. Always appreciate you, buddy. Anyhow, back to the Vee stuff, right? I've got the engine in the back. We're going over to South Carolina. It's a beautiful Saturday. Clear skies. It's quite lovely. Traffic in Atlanta, as always, is total madness, as you guys can see. Maybe the camera will show, maybe it won't, but anyhow, we've got about a 2-hour drive. Not too bad. And Mitchell's gonna go through the entire motor. He's a specialist in Formula V engines, has been doing it for a long time, races them himself too, and like I said, highly recommended from a lot of the very competitive guys. So looking forward to getting this, again, another big major milestone to get the Vee restored and back on track, hopefully. So anyhow, they're gonna go through the whole thing, take it apart, see what it needs to have replaced, obviously check the tolerances and everything else, and hopefully the motor's still salvageable. We'll see. I think it's good, just from putting the bore scope in there and taking the valve covers off. It was fresh water, so I don't think it the water did too much damage to it, but we'll see. But again, these engines are, man, they're notorious for being very reliable and super simple. You guys know these don't have any water cooling or any of that, so the block, the heads, all that is super simple, all done through fins and oil cooling, which is really cool. And so that makes it easy to rebuild and have a durable engine, as long as you don't over rev these things. And keep an eye on the temps, of course, when you're sitting idle. That's probably the biggest thing, because these don't even have the fan, the belts, alternator, any of that stuff. That on the Vee, they run them pretty, at least the class that I'm planning on running, it's pretty bare. You just run off the battery, and pretty straightforward. So anyhow, I'll share some more footage when we get over there, take a look at the shop and some of the other projects, hopefully, and talk to Mitchell and see what he says about the engine. But anyhow, I just wanted to give you guys a quick update. Just wanted to show the active driving on the Ram RHO is pretty darn good. As long as you keep looking forward, it's completely hands-free. It will change lanes, which is pretty impressive, and keeps distance. You can adjust distance just like adaptive cruise, but if you want to change lanes, you just signal, and you can see the little icon down there, and it changes by itself, accelerates, which is really nice. Now, this is a huge truck. For those that are not familiar, this is a lot wider than a regular, most pickup trucks. Actually, I think it's even wider, yeah, it is, than a Raptor. So it's pretty wide. It's wider than a 2500 or F250 for the Ford guys. So this thing is massive, and it does a really great job keeping it steady. 77 miles per hour. That's pretty impressive, for this big truck. Keeps distance really well. I had a Tesla Model S Plaid, and I had a P100D as well, both with full self-driving, and this thing is right up there. Now, I believe I've tested it on normal roads. It works okay on normal roads, but this is mostly designed for major highways. which is great. You know, on most of the time, if you're doing a road trip, you're going to be on a major highway. So, I mean, look at this. I haven't touched the wheel. Even my Tesla, even the latest update on full self-driving, which they kept saying was going to be totally hands-free, that was not the case. So this is impressive, you know, and I know a lot of new vehicles have similar options, but the totally hands-free is really nice. And you can tell with the green lights, if it wants you to grab the wheel, it'll start flashing yellow or turning yellow. And then when it disconnects, the seat actually vibrates and it'll disconnect. That is the one thing Tesla gave you, in my experience, a lot of warning before it would fully disconnect. So, you know, this thing, it disconnects pretty quickly. So you better be paying attention, because when it turns off, the active assist is still on, which is essentially just the lane keep assist, not the full self-driving, and the adaptive cruise. So you might think you're still in a full autopilot, but you're not. So again, big thumbs up to Ram. I love these features, man. I love tech. Like I said, some really great new updates in the RHO. If you can look past it not having a Hemi, I know for some of you that's impossible and totally okay. For me, it's not a big deal. If I need extra horsepower too, the JB4, not that I will, but maybe at some point I might do a JB4 type of tuner, which immediately adds 100 horsepower, which is pretty nice. So, you know, the display is also bigger in this thing. You've got a 14.4-inch display. You can see it actually goes above the top of the dash. In my TRX, it was a 12-inch. Again, plenty big. You also got the passenger display. I don't know if you guys can see it over there, but that's really cool. You can plug HDMI. We've got this in the Grand Cherokee as well, my wife's Grand Cherokee, and you know, we can watch movies, and it's really cool when you're on a road trip. So see, you can see it's like blinking, like, hey, focus, pay attention, and it'll give you a warning, but it quickly disconnects if you're not. So just obviously keep your eyes on the road. We're here at Mike's shop checking out. So this one's yours now too?
No,
that's a customer. Okay, yeah.
Bill Grant, yeah.
Bill, yeah, that's beautiful. Yeah, that's really nice.
Here, you know.
All right, so real quick, guys, we're here with Mitchell. This is where we brought the motor to renew. Mitchell, thanks for having us. He's just giving us a tour, and highly recommended from all the really fast V racers. But let me show you something really cool that he's got in here. So what is this, Mitchell?
This is just our dyno room. We have a fan, fuel, everything we need in there, exhaust system. Right here's the water brake. This is coil, so we'll put a little fuel to it, hit the coil starter button. We have manual oil pressure, and then we have a throttle right here. So we'll zing them up, pull them down real hard, and see what number we get. Go from there.
So after you put it together, essentially you do the test, make sure it's good to go. Man, that's amazing. So
that's it.
I'm glad we found you, man. I'm glad you took us in. I know you've got a lot of these, and then obviously this is where you do assembly and testing.
Yeah, we'll do assembly here, get them all cleaned up, and put them back together, and yeah,
very
to the
nice.
dyno, run them for a good what, and that's it.
All right, guys. Well, we just left Mitchell's shop, and man, what a nice, and Greg as well. He was not on camera. There was another gentleman there named Greg. Both really awesome dudes. Really nice machine shop. Had a lot of V's in there. A couple of chassis that they're building. I think it's a new design, and it's just really great all around. They were super friendly, super knowledgeable, and they're gonna take apart our motor, see if it's salvageable. First of all, remember this thing was submerged and underwater, so hopefully they can salvage it. They can tell they are indeed the VTEC heads. You can tell there's porting and other things once you reach inside. Intake, I think the air intake or intake manifold is stock, so we'll definitely want to upgrade that. The carb needs to be rebuilt too, so Mitchell's going to take a look at that for us. But man, what an awesome shop. So glad I found these guys. Shout out to Mike, and again, I'm getting names probably mixed up, but Mike Lawrence from Drivers Club, he introduced me to these guys, and Donnie as well. So I appreciate them recommending Mitchell, because I can tell it's a very legit shop, man. So anyways, heading back home now. We'll wait to hear what the verdict is on the VTEC engine, VTEC heads, and we'll go from there.